हाय व्यूअर्स, आज आपको नेशनल वाइल्ड लाइफ विजिटर सेंटर की सैर करवाते हैं। लेट्स सी व्हाट काइंड ऑफ एक्टिविटीज़ वी हैव हियर।
All right, so hello everyone. Did you guys just come from archery?
Yeah.
Who hit one of those balls? Yeah. Cool trails out here, and we're gonna go on a fun walk. This walk, in case you guys are worried or anything, it's like if you walk 1.5 times around the Walmart. It's not a serious walk or anything like that. However, if you want to do a more serious hike, or if you want to do a longer walk later on at another visit or something like that, I'll show you guys. We're going to see our trail map, and if you want to come back or try something like that, you're more than welcome to. We're going to go on one of our very brand new trails, the Wisdom Trail, and I think it's a really cool one. It's done in part in honor of one of our volunteers, Chan Robbins, and so you'll see some of the stuff influenced by his work here that you guys will be able to see. But who here is excited to go for a walk in nature, go exploring? Nice. So, I see a bunch of you guys got binoculars already. Who here knows how to use binoculars? It's already used binoculars in the past. Sweet. Okay. Can I borrow somebody's binoculars just to do a refresher for those of you who haven't? Thank you so much. So, these binoculars, they all have these really cool straps. We're going to want to put those around our neck. So, in case we see something cool and we try to point at it, it just falls and it hits our chest. It doesn't fall and hit the ground. Also, if we see something that we want to look like, say we want to see one of these flags up here, we're going to look at the flag, and we're gonna figure out where it is with our face. We're gonna point our face right at it, and then we're gonna bring the binoculars up. Because if we start just looking around with these binoculars or anything, we're gonna get dizzy and we're gonna fall off the trail, and I don't want you to do that. All right?
It's happened.
So, I'm gonna give this back to you guys, and I don't think we have enough binoculars for every single person.
So we're gonna have to share.
So, we're going to share. So, find somebody that has binoculars and just be their friend, okay? And you guys can share and check things out together. Earlier this morning in the lobby, she... So, over here we have one of our cool trail signs. These are at the start of most of our trails. And they also have trail maps. So if you guys want to come out and do one of those hikes or walks that we talked about before, this is a great place to stop by here or in the visitor center for one. Yeah.
Let's go for walk.
If somebody spot anything, just let others know.
Alright, so this is one of our many habitats here at the refuge. This is a marsh wetland. What characterizes a marsh? Back in here. That's a really good thing for this kind of ecosystem. So we have this pond right here, but then we also have all of this area over here, which is pretty much just saturated, wet soil. And what they do is they soak up nutrients. So our septic might come out into here, but by the time it makes its way down closer to the lake, all of the nutrients that was in it is already soaked up by those plants. Another really cool thing about wetlands and marshes, they also prevent flooding because they soak up all the water as it's coming in. It acts kind of like a...
I'm trying to go again. I'm gonna go up there. And then keep walking.
Hay que llevarnos toda la casa para que no coman. ¿Por qué no hay calculo?
Alright, so we're gonna stop here a second. Just anything different from when we were out in the sun to where we are now?
Yeah.
What's something different?
I know something.
Yeah, there's less laying water. Yeah. What else? Yeah, we got more trees and leaves. What was the thing?
There's like more like.
Friends up here have been saying adds up to this is a different kind of habitat. So out there we were in a wetland, we were in a marsh. Here we got a lot more trees. And you guys notice, especially our parents, maybe not you guys who are still out in the sun, but it's a lot cooler under here, right?
Yeah.
It's not as hot. What's really cool is forests. They happen to cool down the environment that they're in because of the trees. So if you plant trees, they actually cool off the area, not just because of shade, they actually cool off the area, the temperature, in the summer, and they actually warm it up in the winter time. So it's really cool if you plant trees around your house. Alright, we're gonna keep going so that way we get back in time for you guys to go fishing. Here and help clean up traffic. So while we're waiting here, if you guys stay on this side of the road, a few more stops. So we're gonna come this way. It's get super big. They're pretty small. They're about like. They're very small. They're like
Size of a pea.
Pine trees and some of our oak trees as well are what we call self-pruning trees. So we don't need to come out here and make sure that there's no branches coming out into the trail when we have these. Roots in there, they're really small.
I can't see. Excuse me.
But I'm just gonna set this back down. Yeah.
Aren't you hurting the plant that way? No.
I did hurt the plant by pulling it up. But what's really cool about
Regular trail.
flush pattern, that's lichen. Yeah. But lichens and fungi, they look similar. And that's because lichens are a symbiotic relationship between a mushroom and an algae. Yeah.
I don't think there's catfish, no.
Dang it.
But there's all types of fish in here. Hold on.
Tiny bit later, okay? Watch out because they literally behind us.
That's a good. Close. Good.
Hold the button. Hold the button. Johnny, you have to do it later. Okay, now pull it back.
You can see why they need the fresh farm. They go under the tent. They go from the farm.
Yes, because you're gonna catch fish.
Okay. Things you have to know, okay? Rule number one, everything is about safety and being kind to wildlife. The first rule is when you're casting, always look behind you. Because remember, the rod is long and there's a hook, and if you're swinging it, you can hurt someone. So look behind you to make sure there's no one there, and then you can cast, okay? So what we're going to do when we start is each of you can go by one of the fishing rods that are on the ground. Love it, not yet.
That's my fishing rod. That's my
That's rules. Go ahead.
Nobody behind us. Why?
So we don't hit the person behind us.
Push down with your thumb. Hold your thumb down. Bring your rod back. And then lift your thumb when you push the rod out. Does that make sense? Okay, so everybody pick up your rod.
I didn't reel it back.
Pick up your rod.
These things? Use the other hand.
Put your thumb on the butt. Hold it tight. If it fell down to the ground, reel it in. Switch hands. Just switch hands. Okay. Push down.
Okay, what do you do? You press it.
1, 2, 3. There we go.
Go behind you here.
Don't throw the hook that way, Lionel. Okay. No, let's go.
There's no one there, and then you can cast, okay? So what we're going to do when we start is each of you can go by one of the fishing rods that are on the ground. Love it, not yet. We still have some rules. Come on, Penny. Come over here. So,
Sadia,
and
stay
then
right
people
here.
will be there to help. The next thing that's very, very important,
Sadia, mama ko na
this
dyan
is a
yan.
wildlife refuge. We are here to conserve and make sure that animals are healthy. The fish live in the water, we live on the land. It's fun to be out of the water a little bit or in the water a little bit, but the fish have to stay wet and in the water. So when we catch them, we have a little bit of time to take the hook out, to kiss them, say I'm sorry. But
Sadia,
then, but
He's
when
still
you
hurting us
handle
to
the
bust up.
fish, these buckets have water in them. Wet your hands, because the fish have a coating on them that. Oh, look at that! He caught the fish.
he caught the fish? Seriously?
Mine doesn't fit. Mine doesn't fit. We're a little tall.
2 hours, right?
No.
No fish?
Yes.
3 hours, no fish? You tired?
Lily pad.
So you catch a fruit, only a leaf, huh?
No, it's
After
a lily
3
pad.
hours?
It's a lily pad.
Oh my God.